Uzzah touched the ark when good intentions collide with God's standards. Have you ever tried to help God out and it backfired? Ever stepped in with good intentions only to face consequences you didn't expect? In today's story, a man reached out to steady something holy, and in an instant, he died. This is not just about judgment, it's a wake-up call for our generation. God is not casual, even when we are. In 2 Samuel 6, King David is bringing the Ark of the Covenant, the symbol of God's very presence, back to Jerusalem. The people are singing, dancing, celebrating. But then something goes wrong. The oxen pulling the cart stumble, the ark begins to tilt, and a man named Uzzah reaches out just to steady it. Seems noble, right? But the Bible says, the anger of the Lord burned against Uzzah, and God struck him down because of his irreverence, and he died there beside the Ark of God. Everything stops, the music, the dancing. David is confused, scared, even angry. Now let's pause. Why would God strike down someone trying to help? Here's the truth. God had already given instructions. The ark was never to be carried on a cart. It was to be carried on the shoulders of consecrated priests. Uzzah's mistake wasn't just touching the ark, it was treating the sacred like it was ordinary. Familiarity had replaced reverence. The holy had become normal. And in that moment, God made something clear. Pinpoint. Good intentions don't cancel divine instructions. Let's bring this home. How often do we treat God casually? We put him on carts of convenience, only praying when it's urgent, quoting verses but not living them, playing with purity, justifying sin with, at least my heart is right. But listen, God is not our assistant. He's not one of the boys. He is holy. And yes, he is loving and full of grace, but that grace is not a license to mishandle his presence. We build churches on lights and talent, but we forget the weight of glory. We preach messages for likes, but ignore the cost of obedience. Uzzah reminds us that we can't carry God's glory our way. We must do it his way. Let me ask you, are you guilty of handling holy things carelessly? Have you made God so familiar that he no longer feels sacred to you? Drop it in the comments. Lord, teach me to reverence you again. This is not a call to fear God like a monster. It's a call to honor him as master. To remember, pinpoint, his presence is not a performance. His holiness is not negotiable. Uzzah's story is a warning, yes, but it's also an invitation to stop being casual with the sacred, to rediscover what it means to walk in awe, obedience, and fear of the Lord. Because revival won't come through hype, it comes through honor. Like, share, and subscribe if you're ready to carry God's presence his way